Jeremy with Stellar Sky Systems here, and today we are going to go over some IP commands using a computer. And I have a MacBook here. We're also going to touch on some Windows stuff too, just one Windows program. So there's a program I use called LowSocket. I will leave a link to this. It's on GitHub. It's a really lightweight, simple program. That's just a client, and it works very, very well. So what we want to do is we want to connect to the target host, which is the network adapter, so 192.168.1.245 on port 8899 in its default configuration, and the local host is your IP address of your computer on the same port 8899. Go ahead and click connect, and then we want to attach a carriage return when we send these commands, and that's our carriage return, so we can simply type a command. Let's just toggle the stars and be a real simple command there. So that's just, it'll stay in there. We can auto clear it if we want. And that's the same RS-232 command on the command sheet, but we're just sending it over IP to the network adapter, and then the network adapter is converting it to RS-232 and sending it down the Cat5 cable. There's a number of different commands you can do. I mean, they're all exactly the same. And so if we go ahead and do toggle, and then we say night sky, night waves, that'll come on there. Aurora. This panel up here that I have on is a panel in my office. It has two zones of horizon controlled by two different ambiances. It has an Aurora star engine and a night sky star engine. So we have a whole smorgasbord of different things here. Different patterns here, but you can see all these commands work just fine. Go back to Nebula, and then go ahead and turn the stars off. They're in wave mode, and so you'll see those fade off. Turn back on night sky. We can do some ambience presets. Say 9 is universal address, ambience preset recall 2. Different colors I have saved there for the ambience, or 9 ambience OF, and that is of course off. Turn that back on, and you get the idea. I don't want to beat a dead horse here. Now we're going to switch over to Windows and use something a little bit different. Over here, I have a program called Hercules. This is a very small, lightweight, free program, 1.24 megs. It's very, very small. It's very, very efficient, and it doesn't chew up a lot of resources on your computer, which I kind of like. This will do numerous different things. What we're looking to do is a TCP client, and you can see my settings are in here from the last time I used it. The module IP address, this is the network adapter, so we want to connect to 192.168.1.245 if it's still in the default configuration, and the port is 8899. Once we click connect, it'll go ahead and connect to it. We'll get confirmation, and then we're free to send commands. Now there's some commands in here that I have from before. This is night sky toggle, and we can send those commands, and it'll of course toggle. Preset 1 for the ambience, we can go ahead and do that. So you get the idea. I don't want to kick a dead horse here. So you can send any commands. 9 ambience color blue. Whoops. You do have to type them correctly. It's imperative in this program that after every command is followed by a carriage return. And how that's accomplished using Hercules is you have a greater than, and then capital C, capital R, and then a less than sign. And then that will go ahead and send that command. Now this program sends commands over a computer, but obviously you want to translate this into your automation software, however that's done. But this is a really good test vehicle just to send IP commands and kind of give you an idea of what's going on. You can just simply send IP commands with the text of the RS-232 commands, followed by a carriage return, and it'll execute them perfectly. So if you have any questions, shoot me an email, and I'll be happy to help you out. Thanks for watching.